What's going on, all my Pokey Peeps? It's your boy Pokey Pete, and in today's video, we are going to show you guys how to get some super cool Pokemon cards, that shiny cardboard, on the cheap, okay? So for all you guys out there, all you collectors, you probably already know the top hit Pokemon cards, the cards that everybody wants, the cards that look amazing, the cards like this Charizard right here, are some of the more expensive cards in the TCG. And those of you who try to collect them all, like literally you got to catch them all. That's the slogan of Pokemon. It gets expensive. It gets very expensive very, very quick. You know, we're going to show you guys some price data today. We don't do this very often, but when we do, it's important. We're going to show you guys some price data, and we are just going to take a look at some of the cards that I personally picked up and the prices that I paid for it. And you guys might be shocked, and this might be the new way to try to complete some of your sets. So guys, first and foremost, let's take a look at some cards here. So as you guys can see, I have a slab here, and as you guys can see, we got some fire. So we've got the M Charizard EX. This is a pretty big card. We've got the Dragonite from Expedition. This is a pretty minty. This is a near mint Dragonite from Expedition. We've got some Japanese cards. We've got the Thundurus from Thunder Knuckle. The Colress Experiment. This is from Plasma Gale. We got the Getsis. And then we've also got a Cresselia Full Art Japanese. One of my good buddies is a huge Japanese collector. Picked these up. And yeah. Like, it's kind of wild when you guys see how different the cost is here. So, as you guys can see, we have got a Flashfire M Charizard EX PSA 5, okay? So, PSA 5 quality, that usually means it's like a lightly played card or somewhere between like a moderately played, and truthfully, you could even get a near mint card as a PSA 5. Sometimes if a card has like a little pinhole ding in it, you know, sometimes you guys get that card. It looks like a pen, you know, like marked on top of it or something. Tiniest little micro ding. And it's automatically going to be a 5. So like this card, we're going to crack it out. We're going to take a look at it. From what I can see, it really doesn't look that bad. Like, I would say this is definitely an LP plus even maybe. We got to get it out of the slab to know for sure. So let's get her out. Let's just go ahead and get it on out. Always want to turn my eyes away. I usually wear some goggles when I do this, but you know, we do it for the culture, right? If I get hit in the eye, that'd make a funny video too. There we go. All right, cracked our corners. We got a little mini screwdriver. We're going to very safely, very gently stick our screwdriver in there and just kind of pop. A little pressure. And boom. Our label is free. Our card is free. We could rip the slab off. I usually just slide the card out first like this, and it's just easier that way for me. We don't need this garbage anymore. Alright guys, let's take a look at this Charizard. M Charizard EX. And honestly guys, it looks pretty good. I mean, not really seeing too much scratches going on. There might be a little stain on it. I don't know if the card's designed like that or if that's a little stain. I'll try to clean that up. And then we take a look at the back, and it's got like a little bit of whitening on it. I would definitely call this, I mean, like now that it's out of the case, yeah, this is definitely like a lightly played card, right? This is LP all day. And we bought it as a PSA 5, and we paid like, I think we paid $51 for this, all in, shipped, buyer's premium, everything included. I believe we paid $51 for this card. So let's take a look. So we'll start here, right? We paid, I believe, $51 all in for this M Charizard EX. We paid $150 for this Dragonite from Expedition. And this one, I'm looking at it right here. We paid $32 for this M Charizard EX. This one, I actually have my eBay invoice. The seller actually included the invoice and gave us a little note saying, thanks for the purchase. Hope you really enjoy. But as you guys can see, I paid $32 for this Charizard right here. It is a near mint card. Show you guys the back. So I put the little grade in it. So this one was a PSA 7, which as you guys can see is a near mint card. And as you guys can see, there's no whitening, there's no rough edge. Like, this is a near mint card. This is truthfully a near mint card. This Charizard, this is going to be a lightly played card. And this Dragonite, another near mint card. We cracked this actually. We actually cracked this out of a PSA 8, not even a 7. We got this out of a PSA 8. So you know it's good. You know it's minty. An 8 is definitely a great grade, especially on some older cards. And here is why we cracked it. So most of you guys, if you are collectors, let's share our screen. If you guys are some collectors, you guys know TCG Player. That's the app. That's what everybody is using. It's usually pretty spot on. It tells you the different prices and the different conditions. So first up, we got it queued up. We got the M Charizard EX. Now remember, guys, we paid like $50 for this. Now, as you guys can see right here, a damaged copy goes for like $50. But we don't have a damaged copy. We have a lightly played copy. And we're going to view sales history. And these are actual sales, guys. Like, I have to stress, as you can see, we're only showing lightly played conditions. And these are actual sales. These aren't listings. These are sales. So the last sale for this card in a lightly played is $171. That is $120 that we saved by buying it as a graded card, cracking it out for our binder. I mean, that's just crazy. It's insane. You can literally save $120. Look at this. They're all 170, 171, 171 18, 171 17, 170 42, 195, 249, 165, $320 for a lightly played version of this card, which is what this is. Guys, buy graded cards, crack them out, get your shiny cardboard for $50. Save $120. You got to save that money, guys. There's so many cards. With that $120, we can literally buy just about the rest of these cards. It's kind of crazy to think about that. Like, we can literally save that much money just by buying some lower quality graded cards that are going to be the same thing, because graded cards are just graded, and people that want graded cards only want 10s. I don't know. I guess maybe people don't want to like take the risk of cracking it out of the slab. I did that pretty easily on screen. You guys can definitely do it, or know somebody who can. Let's take a look at some of these other cards. So next up, while we're looking at Charizards, let's just go ahead and look at the other Charizard too. M Charizard EX, and this is going to be Y, and again, it's going to be the secret rare. It's going to be this boy right here. So a damaged one goes for 25. You guys saw my invoice. We paid 32, and this is a near mint card. Let's check it out. Look at this. Near mint market price is 108. So that's already $75 that we're saving. And let's just view some sales history. It could always be outliers. We already have it set up. Let's go ahead and just do near mint. View some sales. So we got $76.99, $94.99, $95, $94, $195, $76. I'm going to say a fair market price is that, you know, you take out that one outlier of $195, and it looks like it's probably about an $85, $90 card. So we saved $50 to $60, 50-ish bucks on this. So far, and we have a near mint card, by the way. This is a near mint card that we got for $50 less than if we had just bought it out of the slab. So we're up to, between two cards, we have officially saved ourselves $170 between two cards. Now, TCG Player does not have Japanese cards, but I'll just tell you guys, all four of these, we paid a good bit less. And it might surprise you about this Cresselia. We'll go over it in 1 second once we're done with Dragonite. because we want to look at all of our English cards while we're here on TCG Player. Guys, it's crazy. It's crazy what you can get from cracking a slab. Just buy slabs. So now we'll go Dragonite, and this is number 9. So if you type in 9, it should pop up. Here it is, the Expedition Holo Foil. This is what we want to look at. And let's go ahead and view sales history. We love viewing sales history. So current market price, $242.49. That's what it says. Let's go near mint, view sales. There are 3 sales for a near mint holo foil, including one actually today when I'm recording this video. Look at that. So $234, $245, and $249. So this looks like a $240-ish card, I would say. And we paid $150 for a PSA 8. Okay, guys? $150, PSA 8. Nobody can argue this is a near mint card. We saved another $100. So we're up to like $270 in savings. That's crazy. Why would nobody do this? Like, the price data is there. These are actual sales. People actually bought the card for that price. We could list this right now for $200 and instantly pocket $50. I know we could. We're not going to, because it's going to be like for our binder and for us. But like, guys, instant sales right here. Buy slabs. Go look on eBay. Find the deals on some like mid slabs. Look for like anything between like a 5 and an 8 quality is what I usually search. And just find one that goes cheap, snipe it out, crack it out, and you can save huge amounts of money on your shiny cardboard. And like, in today's day and age, it's essential to be saving as much as you can, because Pokemon keeps printing cards, Pokemon keeps pumping out product, and it is hard to keep up with it, especially when you're trying to complete master sets, especially when you're trying to go get some older cards that are more expensive. Like, these 3 cards right here, we literally bought 3 slabs. We bought a 5, a 7, and an 8, and we saved ourselves just about $300 doing it. Why would you not do that, guys? This is like the ultimate life hack. I highly recommend that everybody does it. And, if you're going after some Japanese cards, there's no TCG player type thing for Japanese cards. But, I mean, like, these cards are super clean. There's nothing wrong with this Getsus. I looked at it. I've kept looking at it. PSA gave it a 5. So there's like a little micro ding somewhere on here. That's what that tells me. This is a pretty minty card, though. There's no creases. There's no scuffing. There's no whitening. Like, this is a minty card. And it goes for a lot more than we paid for it. Colress was a 7. Obviously nice and minty. Thundurus was a 6. It's got a little bit of wear, but, I mean, we're happy with that quality. And this might surprise you guys. In Japanese, when a card is not a PSA 10, if you send any card off to get graded and it's not a PSA 10, it is instantly worth less money than the raw card. For example, we got this Cresselia here, and as you guys can see, we cracked this out of a mint 9. Like, a 9 is almost flawless card, but because it wasn't a 10 and it's Japanese and the Japanese print quality is just amazing, this card is actually like $10 cheaper as a 9 than it is as a raw card, which is kind of crazy. And another great thing about buying slabs, depending on what era of slab you're buying, right? These cards right here, Pokemon X and Y era, these are the most faked cards in the hobby. It's easy to fake this holo pattern, and these truthfully are the most faked cards in the hobby. So by buying the slab from PSA, not only did I get these 2 cards for $170 cheaper, I also know with 100% certainty, without a shadow of a doubt, that these are real cards. I would have been able to tell because I've been doing this for so long. I know what the real ones look like. But for somebody else who's new to the hobby who might not know what the fakes look like, this is a great way to just protect yourself all around. They are obviously going to be authentic. They're graded. They're real cards. They're cheaper. Well, guys, get your shiny cardboard. Crack your shiny cardboard. And save that money. You guys need to save that money. I'm here for the tips and the tricks. And you guys know I buy damaged cards, I clean them up. You guys know I get cards cheap, and that's the name of the game. And this is one of the best outlets and one of the best ways to do it. So guys, that's really it. That's all I wanted to show you. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to let everybody know, if you guys aren't buying graded cards and you guys are out there going to TCG Player and just buying the near mint version, you guys are literally just wasting money. And I know that in this economy and in this era of Pokemon, money is definitely something you don't want to be wasting. So guys, whatever you do, just think about all your options before you start spending money. Think about, hey, you know, like maybe a PSA 7 quality is good enough for me. Let me buy that and save $100. That's what I do. I think it's worth it. But yeah, guys, that's all we had for today. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this kind of information, if you think that this kind of tricks and tips are helpful for people. Let me know if this is something that you might consider doing for your collection now. And yeah, just let's talk about it. Let's start a discussion. What other ways do you guys know to get cards on the cheap without stealing them? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great night, everybody.